see you. Running, hiding, killing, surviving.
From terrifying apocalypses to hilarious undead chaos, these are the zombie movies that defined the genre. Whether you crave heart-pounding survival, twisted science experiments, or gut-splitting comedy, this list ranks the most legendary zombie films of all time. So grab your popcorn, lock your doors, and let's dive into the undead. Number 10. Z Nation.
I can see you. Running, hiding, killing, surviving.
In accordance with the emergency executive orders, you've been selected for exposure to an experimental substance.
After surviving what they thought was the worst of the zombie apocalypse, a team of everyday heroes must transport the only known survivor of the zombie virus from New York to California, where the last functioning viral lab is waiting for his blood. The antibodies in his veins are humanity's last best hope for a vaccine. The only thing standing between our heroes and success? 3,000 miles of zombies and post-apocalyptic Americana. Number 9. All of Us Are Dead. A high school becomes ground zero for a zombie virus outbreak. Trapped students must fight their way out or turn into one of the rabid infected. A virus outbreak occurs at Hosan High School. The infected quickly turn into human-eating zombies. Students at the high school must now fight for their lives while they look for a way out. Nam An-jo, Park Ji-hoo, and Lee Chung-san, Yoon Chan-young, have been friends since they were children. They are two of the students trapped in a classroom and surrounded by flesh-eating zombies. Meanwhile, the Korean military worked to isolate the outbreak and protect the country from an even larger outbreak. Number 8. Zombieland. Double tap. Columbus, Tallahassee, Wichita, and Little Rock move to the American heartland as they face off against evolved zombies, fellow survivors, and the growing pains of the snarky makeshift family. One long decade after the post-apocalyptic events in Zombieland 2009, the resilient quartet of survivors, the tough-as-nails zombie exterminator Tallahassee, his rule-making comrade Columbus, the free-spirited huntress Wichita, and her younger sister Little Rock find themselves in the bosom of a now derelict White House. However, in a rabid world still overrun by multitudes of walking dead and mutated strains of evolved animated corpses, a premeditated separation will send the team back to square one, searching once more for the promised land. Now all hope rests on Babylon, an entirely organic commune of blissful vegetarian pacifists who love to party. Is this the end of the road? Number 7. Shaun of the Dead. Stuck in a state of perpetual uneventfulness, Shaun knows he is treading water, and as he whiles away the time playing video games and downing pints at the neighborhood's pub with best friend and roommate Ed, Shaun is letting his girlfriend Liz slip away. As if that weren't enough, there's something strange going on in North London. An unexplained plague threatens to take over Britain from end to end. For the first time in a long while, Shaun will have to rise to the occasion and do the impossible. Risk life and limb to rescue Liz and his mother, navigate through the town's zombie-infested roads, and then hole up in the Winchester, the safest place he knows, until it's all over. How hard could that be? Number 6. Dead Snow. A ski vacation turns horrific for a group of medical students as they find themselves confronted by an unimaginable menace, Nazi zombies. Several friends take to the mountains and shack up in the wilderness of Back of Beyond to enjoy a little R&R together. Their peace is soon interrupted by a mysterious old man who informs them that during World War II, Nazi invaders of the area were brutal and harsh in their methods of control until, according to a legend, a villagers' revolt drove the invaders up into the cold, dark mountains where they perished. But now there's the rumor that they returned in the form of zombies. Evil Nazi zombies. Number 5. Day Shift. Bud Jablonski pretends to clean pools but hunts vampires for cash. He kills 2 vamps, sells their fangs cheap, and scrambles for money before his ex-wife moves their daughter to Florida. To earn fast, he rejoins the Vampire Hunter Union under strict rules and gets stuck with Seth, a rookie snitch assigned to report him. Meanwhile, Vampire Queen Audrey discovers Bud killed her daughter and launches revenge. Bud and Seth take down nests, Seth panics, gets bitten, becomes a vampire, but stays loyal. Audrey kidnaps Bud's family. Bud teams up with vampire neighbor Heather and legendary hunter Big John to raid Audrey's base. Huge battle. John sacrifices himself. Bud tricks Audrey into decapitating herself with a silver wire trap, rescues his family, and Seth saves Bud's union status. John later climbs out alive. Number 4. Army of the Dead. With the abandoned walled city of Las Vegas overrun with zombies after a disastrous government fault, billionaire casino magnate Bly Tanaka realizes he has left something behind in Sin City. $200 million. But for the time being, his mountains of cash are safe behind an impenetrable casino vault. Now, Tanaka is willing to pay $50 million to decorated former mercenary Scott Ward and his hand-picked team to retrieve the money before the U.S. president nukes the entire city. Indeed, this is a life-changing offer Scott cannot refuse. Nevertheless, the rules have changed, and this time, the horde of the walking undead seems to be more organized than they might have expected. Above all, time is running out. Will Ward's crew return from Vegas in one piece and rich? Number 3. The Girl with All Gifts. With the world ravaged by a highly communicable fungal disease that turns people into ravenous, brain-dead flesh eaters, humankind's last hope lies in a radical cure and an unlikely ally. With this in mind, a new breed of predators is kept under lock and key in a heavily fortified military outpost, receiving treatment by a dedicated head researcher bent on finding a potent antidote. At the same time, a compassionate teacher gradually forms a deep bond with extraordinary Melanie, her favorite student, as the undead army closes in on the last human survivors. But what is so special about the girl with all the gifts? Number 2. Warm Bodies. A tormented zombie, Nicholas Holt, experiences a profound transformation after entering into an unusual relationship with the daughter, Teresa Palmer, of a military leader charged with eradicating the walking dead. As the unlikely pair build a tenuous bridge between the living and the dead, those on both sides of the battle begin to sense that nothing in their world will ever be the same again. When a highly unusual zombie, Holt, rescues a girl, Palmer, from imminent death at the hands of his cohorts, their unlikely romance sets in motion a chain of events that will transform him, his fellow dead, and maybe even the whole lifeless world. Number 1. Train to Busan. A mysterious viral outbreak pushes Korea into a state of emergency. As an unidentified virus sweeps the country, Korean government declares martial law. Those on an express train to Busan, a city that has successfully fended off the viral outbreak, must fight for their own survival. 453 kilometers from Seoul to Busan, the struggle to survive by those who have others to protect. And that wraps up our list of the top 10 most legendary zombie films ever made. Which one had you biting your nails? Or your neighbors? Drop your favorite in the comments below and tell us which genre we should rank next. Don't forget to hit subscribe and join Screen Ranked, where we're always ranking what's worth watching.